Blog Talk Radio.
Are you ready? The champ is here! It's just a man! Give me a hell yeah! What the rock is cooking? To be the man, you have to be the man! Big bubble pump! Is your hookup?
Fallen!
Holla! At the end! Woo, woo, woo! Cup of coffee in the big day.
And welcome to another illustrious edition of Working the Marks. I'm your host, Dee Rotten, along with the star of the show, here because he cares, Patty Reekin, the PVR superstar. What's going on, PVR? How you doing, brother?
Oh, hey, it's me.
Whoa, peekaboo!
It's me.
Peekaboo,
What's
how
going
are
on?
you?
I'm good, D. I'm hanging in there.
We're both doing good, unlike some other people, you know.
Been working hard. I noticed. Something's different today.
A little bit.
But yeah, man. Really glad to be here with you. Obviously, a lot to talk about and a lot of excitement coming up soon in the world of wrestling this weekend. So,
Big news
fasten
today.
your
Big
safety
news,
belt.
Big
Fasten your
news
safety
today.
belt, folks.
Big news, heavy news today, folks. Heavy news right now. The legendary, the ultimate legendary former NWA World Heavyweight Champion. And was he ever ECW Heavyweight Champion or no?
Yeah, he was ECW champ.
ECW Heavyweight Champion. The legend Terry Funk died today at 79 years old. No cause of death, but this is from SNBC.com. Some of the boys are saying that he had dementia and allegedly apparent suicide that happened to him. That, you know,
Yeah,
that's hard to swallow, brother.
That's some of the stuff that I'm seeing right now. I mean, yeah, dude, it sucks. You know, the death of Terry Funk is definitely one that is going to impact a lot of wrestling fans, particularly people in my age group to your age group.
Yeah.
You know, we all know about Terry Funk. We watched the crazy hardcore wrestling matches.
I remember the first time I saw Terry Funk was when he attacked Ric Flair after he beat Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know,
That was my introduction.
That was really, really huge, you know, and I think you had even missed Terry, you know, like in his real heyday.
Oh yeah,
Before
definitely.
then, you know, but it
I'm not as old as some other people, you know.
yeah. I mean, there's some pretty old people out there. But you know, it's a bummer, man. I mean, Terry Funk was a real legend in the business, incredibly influential. Numerous legends of the past here, man, just giving Terry his flowers now. You know, Ric Flair being one of them. Ric Flair in his book detailed how, you know, he borrowed a lot of stuff from Terry, like grabbing the ropes and, you know, chopping and stuff like that, and just the spinning toe hold, you know, some of those moves. I mean, the pile driver, just, you know, for me, the biggest thing about Terry Funk was the unpredictability of his character.
What was he the originator of pile driving through the table?
I believe so. I believe he was the first guy to do that as a thing, as a shtick. But I mean, dude, tough as nails, you know, a great character. Like, he could just go anywhere and just make you believe, you know. And when I was younger, you know, I caught the tail end of Terry Funk. I caught ECW Terry Funk, Chainsaw Charlie, you know, that whole part of his career. And, you know, at the time I was kind of like, man, you know, look at this old guy.
That bugged me out when I saw him. I was like, have Terry Funk under that thing? But like, what the fuck is he doing?
Yeah, you know, it's
because I still never grasped the concept of when they went to the E, they changed their whole gimmick up. I was like, why isn't it just Terry Funk? Didn't realize, you know, the E didn't want to pay the money or all that stuff, you know, all the good stuff backstage.
Well, maybe Terry wanted to keep his name too, you know. Maybe he didn't want them to use his name. You know, that's something I think people could think about as well. But you know, once I looked into Terry Funk, once I started watching his old matches, man, you really started to
Roadhouse.
Yeah. Shout out to Shawnee Boy, man. Shawnee Boy, another great guy out there, great wrestling fan too for many, many years. You know, a hero of the backyards, some might say. The Ric Flair of the backyards, they might say. But yeah, you know, Roadhouse, man, like his acting. I mean, everything that this guy did, you know, it was just really cool, really
What was he in Over the Top too with the arm wrestling shit or no?
Yeah, I think he was, right. He was in a movie with Stallone.
Yeah,
and yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the flick that he was in with him. But Roadhouse, he was fucking hilarious, man. Roadhouse is a classic, one of the best shitty good action movies ever made. You know,
wasn't that with who's his name from Ghost?
Patrick Swayze.
Yes,
dude.
yes.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Patrick Swayze.
The Sways, man. Like, come on, it's a legend of the Patrick community. You know,
He's a top pat.
yeah, he's a top pat. But yeah, man, real bummer, man. I mean, you know, and especially his ECW run, you know, the way he was able to evolve there.
He put them on the map.
He really did. He had a big part in it, man. He had a really big part in it, and he was like the first big name attached. And you know, he took ECW, he made their fans believe, he elevated a lot of guys. He must have retired about 100 fucking times throughout the course of his career. But man, I mean, like, you know.
Yeah, the behind the mat thing, he was retiring.
Yeah, he was retiring there. You know, Dennis Stamp. Remember Dennis Stamp, the dude on the trampoline with the little fucking weights?
Oh, God, that dude. I'm not in the main event.
I'm not showing up if I'm not booked.
Yeah, it's like this fucking guy, dude.
That was the best. The fucking jumping jacks with the girl weights.
Oh, that good. Oh,
that
Jesus. What was that 5-pound weights and shit jumping jacks?
That quality shit, bro. That was hilarious stuff though. But but yeah, I mean, you know, Terry Funk, man. I mean, just a major loss to the wrestling community. I fully expect AEW, which I think is on right. You know, probably be on. Well, it'll be on in the next 5 minutes. They're definitely gonna do something.
Oh yeah,
to honor him at the beginning of the show. You know, SmackDown's going to do something.
Even though he never stepped foot in their ring, right?
Well, it doesn't matter, you know. At the end of the day, it's a legend of the business, man. You know. But you know, getting back to what you had mentioned as the cause of death, that's kind of
alleged. It says verbatim.
Yeah. It's too early for us, I think, to speculate. You know, to really opine on this just yet. I think we gotta.
You know how the boys talk.
Marinate, you know, and see where it goes from here. So
family hasn't said anything yet. The family's not saying no cause of death, but you know the boys talk, whispers.
Well, look, man. You know, either way, regardless of how it happened, it's a tragedy. You know, and all the best to his family, who, you know, I'm sure are missing him, you know, greatly. And yeah, man, just a hero of professional wrestling, you know, one of the baddest hombres to ever fucking do it.
Oh yeah,
immensely influential. You know, you wouldn't have a lot of people if it wasn't for him. He was just really, you know, that guy. He was a standout fucking character, and you know, somebody I think who many wrestling fans and many wrestlers have immense respect for. So
especially Mick always went over there to go see him. Mick and Flair.
Well, you know, Mick, I mean, you wouldn't really have Mick if it wasn't for fucking Funk. You know, a Funk and Undertaker, I would argue, are the two most important guys in his career.
He's a Hall of Famer too, right? WWE Hall of Famer.
Yeah, of course. His brother too, Dory. You know, but yeah, dude, it's a bummer. It's a bummer. I mean, look, you know, the guy's had a very long life. You know, a great life, a great career, an amazing career. He's gonna be remembered forever. He's going to be mentioned forever. You know, he's one of those guys where that is who he is. But nonetheless, you know, it's still sad to see. And you know, the Funker
it's cold, man. This world is very cold, man. The good ones go first, bro.
Yeah, man, but the Funker had a long life. We had a great time watching all the stuff that he left us here, all the greatness that he's leaving behind. And again, man, he's a dude who's going to be missed, and he's going to be studied for years to come. And all the best to Terry Funk's family, man. And thank you, Terry. Thank you, Terry, for giving us wrestling fans and for giving the business everything you did. And you'll certainly never be forgotten.
No, most definitely, bro. Most definitely, man. Fucking super legend, bro. I remember Okay, I remember we didn't do the backyard
Nice.
stuff. We didn't do the
Nice.
backyard stuff, but we did the concrete wrestling when I was younger. You know, we wrestled on concrete. You know, we found a parking spot, you know, by a building, and they had the 2 posts on the outside, and you know, we made crates on the other side. And you know, I remember my friend Lamar used to be Terry Funk, man, and he used to always whip my ass. That was Lex Luger, you know. Good times,
I can totally
bro.
see the Lex Luger in you.
Oh, dude, I was a big Lex Mark, dude, back then. I was Lex all the way, you know.
Yeah, man. Lex.
Not
is
Lex
another guy.
Express. Lex from WCW.
I heard they drove that thing off a cliff.
Oh, geez, yeah. Vince probably drove that shit right to the freaking Uncle Sam. Said, "I want my money back."
I fucking wonder who owns that thing. Like, I really, you know, like,
You think they got it in the warehouse? Is it in the warehouse? You think?
I
Where everything
wouldn't doubt
else
it.
is?
I wouldn't doubt it. You know, like sometimes, you know, I get bored and I think about these things. I sit around and I'm like, I wonder what happened to this thing from fucking wrestling. I wonder what happened to that thing from wrestling. Where's that at?
See, you know, with the E, you know, let me timestamp this thing with the Terry Funk thing right here, so we get the nice little timestamps. You know, with the E, man, they should sell tickets for people to go through the warehouse, like tours through the warehouse, man. Forget building a big lavish building, whatever. Let them tour through the warehouse, man. See how that shit is, man.
That wouldn't be terrible. I would not be against that concept in any kind of way. I think that would be interesting. And you know, I mean, for the younger fans especially, that's history, man. You know,
$100 a person, bro. I'd pay it.
$100? Wow.
$100 to get a tour of the warehouse.
You better be talking about a big fucking warehouse, you know,
dude.
And
nobody knows where this warehouse is. Was it in Connecticut somewhere in the deepest, darkest jungles of Connecticut?
Does it have arrows on the floor like fucking IKEA? Like that you got to follow the arrows so you don't get lost, and then at the end you eat Swedish meatballs.
I'd tell you this: the reason why I say I'll pay $100 for it, bro, because I think I watched when they go through the tour, when they go through the warehouse on YouTube. I think I watched them like 100 times each. Any tour, I don't care if I saw it. You know.
Yeah. I mean, obviously they would have to, you know, display a lot of the bigger, cooler shit. You know, like I'm sure the Heartbreak Hotel set is there, the Piper's Pit set is there. You know,
you think they got the beefcake set where he broke the glass? Still broken?
They just might. I mean, you know, some people say that was a shoot. You know, that getting thrown
felt
through
like
the
it.
glass thing.
Felt like it. You know, somebody got their ass kicked. You know, so a receipt was due.
Oh boy. That's heartbreaking, but
Shawn Michaels.
But yeah, I don't think that's a terrible idea. I think for people that want to go up to Stanford, if you want to go there for that, which, you know, I mean, you got to think if they're gonna build a Hall of Fame, why wouldn't it be in Connecticut? Like
hometown, bro.
I get like Miami. You know, I mean, not Miami. I get Orlando. You know, the nice weather, all that stuff. But I mean, like that's not the fucking home of the E. That's not the home of the E. You know,
I went to.
Like up
I remember
here,
I remember when I went to Connecticut. I made sure I drove past that to see the fucking logo.
Everybody does.
You know.
Everybody.
It's like going to Mecca. Or a wrestling fan, you got to go to Connecticut.
You mark out when you see it. You're like, oh shit, there it is.
Yep.
There it is. You know.
And the only thing that popped in my brain was I was like, is Vince in there? Like, you're wondering if Vince is in the building.
Totally. In his office with that fucking dinosaur on the wall.
You think if you walked in, you'd be like, I just want to speak to Vince. So let me see Vince. He'll come out. What do you want, pal? It's like, nothing. Just walk out.
I wouldn't know what to say to Vince if I ever met him, but it'd be kind of cool, you know.
Oh.
That'd be kind of cool. So we got a live update here from Sean. He's our guy in the field, and he just said AEW put a pickup on the Tron at the start of the show. Which, yeah, of course, you know, you gotta think. I'm sure Collision.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna do that. CM Punk is gonna be Terry Punk this weekend.
He was a conquistador. Was a conquistador last week, or
the Gold Vampire? I don't know. But he's gonna drop the Bret Hart routine and he's gonna start doing the Terry Funk one instead.
Well, speaking of AEW, right now, Darby Allin said he has no plans of going to the E ever, and he wants to retire in AEW. What do you feel about that, man? To me, I'm like, you're too young to be talking about retirement. And number two, why wouldn't you want to go to the
Sure.
You know, it's like, why are you treating that like it's fucking, you know, they got the cooties or something?
Like it's purgatory or some shit.
Yeah.
Well, what that tells me first and foremost is that he doesn't
Maturity
think he's
level?
going to have a long career. That's number one.
I mean, he is a professional skateboarder too.
Okay, he's a professional skateboarder and all that stuff. He has set himself up to do stuff after wrestling, right?
Yeah.
So what is the sense for him, a dude who obviously is not going to really work out to get huge or get on the gas or do any of that other stuff? What is the incentive for him to go to the land of the giants unless they make him an offer he can't refuse, which I don't think they will, because there's a million other guys that they could do stuff with like that are bigger, that are more durable, and that actually want to stick around in the business. I don't think Darby Allin really wants to stick around in the business that long. I think he's done what he's done. I give him his respect, but I think that at the end of the day, it shows you that he has plans outside of wrestling and he's setting himself up accordingly. And you know what? Good on him. If AEW is what suits him and he can keep making money off of that and use it as a way to keep himself relevant, fucking A, why not? But I don't think WWE really had any major interest. I mean, maybe put him in developmental, but you make some action figures out of the guy, okay, stuff like that.
I'm surprised they haven't done skateboards.
I'm
shocked.
I'm sure all that stuff's coming. I'm sure all the skateboarding companies that he's involved with, I'm sure people that he knows, they're all pushing that idea on him. So I wouldn't be surprised if that happens anytime soon. But yeah, this is a statement to me that kind of says, I don't think I'm going to be a wrestler very long. I'm going to stick around for a bit. I'm going to make my money, but I'm setting myself up to do this other thing when I'm done. And sounds like a pretty smart tactic and a pretty smart strategy by Darby, who's, setting himself up pretty nice.
You see him on the Tony Hawk podcast, Hawk versus Wolf.
No, I've never seen any of that stuff. But I hear it does very well. I know he's done stuff with like Travis Pastrana and stuff like that. I know he's been on a lot of those podcasts, but again, man, he's a dude that like I respect what he's doing. I really, really do, because he's smart enough to realize he's not going to be a big main event guy. He's not going to be this jacked up, huge fucking guy, right?
No.
He knows he has a cool gimmick, a cool shtick that people are into. The goth kids.
People love the makeup. They love that makeup stuff.
Makeup is always over in fucking wrestling, right? He's a suicidal style wrestler, a high risk wrestler.
He's with one of the
never gets old.
He's with one of the gods of makeup.
He's with one of the gods of makeup. Yeah, Sting, an OG in the makeup game. But at the end of the day, I think with
not
this
not the Rogaine game, just the makeup.
Oh, you cold, man.
Don't worry, Sting. I'm going bald too, bro. It's all good.
Cold. I believe you mentioned that when on Turnbuckle in Time, which is also available on Famcast.
Oh, we got to do another one of that, man. We got to do some funk stuff, man.
Check out some archival episodes. We got a backlog of.
Oh, we're coming back with that, bro. That gets good traction, but we're coming.
Yeah,
back.
It's been a while. It's been a while. I think we definitely need to revisit it. But
it's been a while.
You were cruel with the stinger in that one, man.
Oh man, dude. Bro, I got it. I got it from Scott Hall. Scott Hall was like,
you were working too stiff, D. It's not cool, man.
Scott Hall said in an interview, he's like, hey, bro, like you couldn't do something with the hair, something. It's like, come on.
Oh man. So yeah, I mean, Sting, Darby, good combo.
I don't see where they're going with him. I don't see that kid's not fucking heavyweight material.
But he doesn't need to be, though, dude. He's good. He's one of their stars. He's one of their stars, and I think he's happy with the life that he has, and I think it suits him. So good for him, man. He's making his fucking money. He's using AEW as a platform to set himself up to make money in the future when his body's probably not going to be there. And let's be real, the way he works.
Well, I don't think anybody else's body's going to be there because he's doing bomb drops with skateboards on people's backs now.
I can't even imagine.
It's like, bro, those are metal trucks, man.
Yeah,
dropping on people's backs.
Yeah, dude. But hey, man, good for him. He recognizes what he is. To your point, you said, hey, he's not heavyweight title material. He knows that. He doesn't need to be, though.
No,
because he's an attraction on the card for that audience.
So he's their Undertaker.
Smart move.
Him and Malachi Black.
he does the spooky guy gimmick. Yeah, I guess you could say so. He does the spooky guy gimmick, but he's something different. He's an underdog. He's a baby face.
He's a baby taker.
Yeah, he's a baby taker. It's like,
No
oh,
pun
look at this
intended.
kid.
No pun intended with that one.
Yeah, he's so evil. Look at him. Look at this little guy. He's so evil. Oh man, he's always getting beat up, man. But yeah, man, he never gives up. Simple formula for fucking wrestling, dude.
He's their Rocky.
It's a simple formula for wrestling. Simple formula. And by the way, real quick sidebar. Just want to shout out our guy Macho Rodriguez over at Must Love Wrestling Podcast. I was just talking to Macho before on the phone, so I just want to send you a shout out, Mach.
Check out Must Love Wrestling on Famcast Media. Check them out on their YouTube channel, Must Love Wrestling.
Yeah, man, definitely, man. Love what he's doing over there. A guy that I look at that, he's been doing this podcast thing, and he's really, really, really coming up, man. Like, gets his shit ready, has his information ready, so. Yeah, man. We've had him here on Working the Marks, and it's always been great having him on. So all the success to him and his partner.
God's gift.
God's gift. There you go.
I think he's changing though, but I'm not too sure.
I heard things. I heard things. I hear things.
Well, let's get in. Let me see, 2118. Don't mind me, people. I timestamp stuff now. Do the producer role. I gotta help the star of the show here. Because other stars don't shine so bright. Love you.
Well, I'm here because I care. So obviously, and I'm having a little bit of this echinacea eucalyptus.
The hell is that? Some moonshine?
No. It's echinacea eucalyptus thyme tea.
Bro, it looks like water.
No, but they're excellent herbs. Well, I mean, it's Flint, Michigan water, maybe.
Oh, excellent Flint, Michigan herbs and spices.
Yes. yes.
All right, let's get to some more news here, man. We got the big rumor going around. Because a special someone just retired last Friday, Edge. And the big rumor going around the world of professional wrestling, will Edge show up in AEW for All In, or will Edge just show up in AEW after All In?
Wow, yeah, that's like what, 2 questions? That's pretty loaded.
If the money's right.
Well, here's the thing: you think you know him, right? But you don't really know him.
You just didn't just do that.
You didn't say that. Tell me, you didn't just say that.
Oh man,
you do. You think you know him. I think a lot of people think they know him.
What you said, all I hear is
he knows what see, you know what he allows you to know. Okay? You're just a puppet. All right?
You're gonna be running through back alleys with this one.
but look, man, I think Edge has done everything he's been asked to do in WWE. I think he's done everything he's wanted to do since he's come back to WWE.
He's had every title.
He's had every title in his career. He's a fucking Hall of Famer. When he came back again, this wasn't even really so much about winning or getting a top run, or anything like that. It wasn't about that. It wasn't about a big run or winning a title or anything. It was about coming back and leaving on his own terms.
Did you pop? Did you pop at the Rumble? Did you pop?
Who fucking didn't?
Yeah.
Who fucking didn't? Okay? Who fucking didn't?
I think he popped for himself.
Man. Who fucking did it? Okay, man. But there's a lot of subliminals in here, folks. Just saying. But he did everything he wanted to do. He did everything he was asked to do. He worked with the people that he wanted to work with. What else is there left for Edge to do in WWE right now? So him going.
I mean, he's made love in the middle of the ring, for Christ's sake.
He's done everything, dude. And again, he came back for this run. I think he accomplished everything he set out to accomplish in this run. You're good, man. You're good. Go do your thing, Playboy. Go make your money off your name, because you know what? You fucking earned it. Now, maybe he doesn't necessarily work there, or if he does work, he works with certain guys, and it's kind of a protected type of thing.
Well, there's also a rumor going on that said he wanted his last match to be with Christian.
Well, I mean, there's only one place to go to get that done. So, there you go. But I think Edge to AEW isn't the worst thing in the world. I think it's actually kind of cool.
Or he would just be Adam Copeland.
He might be. You know, I think.
Or
one
is
would
the
assume-
Edge.
Nah. I mean, you know, maybe he could go back to Sexton Hardcastle, right?
Ooh.
But nah. That's not gonna work. Nah, he's just gonna be Adam Copeland.
See, Christian was smart. He used his fucking real name.
Well, Christian, you know, trademarked that shit. Like, well, his real name is Jay. Jay.
Oh, I thought it was Christian.
No, it's Jay.
Oh, fuck. I'm sorry, Jay. I like you better as Christian.
But you know, they're both smart guys, and you know what? They're two guys who were best friends that got into the fucking biz. Good for Edge. Go make your money. Go do your thing.
Them and
If he
Rhino.
comes out. Yeah. Rhino too. Rhino's from I believe Michigan. You know, so right there. But you know, I wish him all the best, and I think it would be really cool for AEW if he shows up this weekend at All In, and you know, makes a big impact. I think that's gonna get a lot of attention. So, you know, all the best to Edge. If he leaves, if he stays, whatever the case might be, dude's a fucking legend. He could call his shot. Good for him.
How did you feel about his last match?
Believe it or not, I didn't even watch it yet. I haven't even watched it. No, I have not. But I'm sure it's good because both guys are really, really good. How did you feel about it?
I still just it's not, you know, computing yet that Edge is out. You know, because Conan said that his bump card has been punched. You know, and I'm like, I only thought Matt Hardy used the word bump card, and I guess now everybody's using the word bump card because he was the first person ever heard use that.
Yeah,
or was it Hitman?
yeah.
I'm not sure.
Oh, I don't know. It's a pretty old term. I don't know why I sound like this now, but I do. Yeah, no, dude. I mean, maybe that's the case. Maybe he's going there to be a producer. I don't know. He does have friends there though, because he's friends with Christian and he's friends with the FTR. So, you know, whether he goes
another FTR mark.
The FTR, whoever goes there with I look like one of the FTRs. I'm like,
you look like the smart one that doesn't have a trigger finger.
Yo, that is cold, D. Damn, bro, you're batting 1,000 in coldness today. Jesus.
I'm trying to grill them all.
Yeah, I look like the bald FTR now. No? That's me.
What's his name?
FTR.
Drax? Dax? What the fuck?
I'm FTR Bob. That's my name, FTR Bob.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so I mean, good for Edge, man. Go make your money, Playboy. Do your thing, man. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna go work with his fucking friends. I mean, what? That hasn't happened in the business, you know? So all
Happens
the best
every
to
day.
Edge, man. Yeah, man. And if he shows up at All In this weekend, I think that'll help him out. You know, I mean, well, you know, I guess we'll talk about that a little bit later on. But you know, I'm still a little on the fence about the thing. But let's see.
Oh well, next topic we got here. A lot of us. Speaking of the boys backstage,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of WWE wrestlers think they're going to be getting their future endeavors September 1st from Endevor.
They're gonna get future endeavored by Endevor.
Yep,
Nice.
that's a nice one, right?
Well, actually, not nice phrase, nice turn of a phrase, but not nice in its execution because it is crummy for people to lose their jobs. I mean, look, dude, it was inevitable, right? You got to think that, you know, I think Triple H has tried a lot with a lot of different people.
Oh, dude, he's bent over backwards like a chick in a porn movie.
I don't think that you can honestly look at Triple H's tenure as, you know, as head booker and say that he hasn't given people chances. He hasn't tried. I mean, he's taken every talent that he liked essentially from NXT, bought them up to the main roster, and has tried to find something for them.
He brought everybody back with
You know?
what? Swerve Strickland.
Yeah, but Swerve had already signed with AEW, and I'm sure if Swerve wasn't, he would have bought him back. And I think Swerve would have been doing something in the mid card. You know, maybe he could have gotten Theory's spot. Who knows? He's a talented guy, but you know, Triple H has tried with so many people, dude. So I mean, you as a fan intellectually cannot say, like, you know, if you're being objectively honest, you cannot say that Triple H hasn't used all of these talents in one way or another and
Above and beyond.
hasn't tried to figure something out for them. Yeah, he's gone above and beyond. So you know, obviously, you know that there's a portion of the audience or the portion of the internet fans that are going to be like, oh, this guy, you know, you dropped the ball and blah, blah, blah. Sometimes it doesn't work out, man. It doesn't work out. And sometimes it might work out in a better, in a different environment for them.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, I think Triple H has tried with so many different people and has tried to do so much with so many different people. And, you know, they just happen to be victims of that reality that not everything fucking gets over. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm not surprised in the least about this. And, you know, it is what it is, you know?
Let me get your opinion on this this one right here. That was funny. We ended that segment on 30 for 30. I like that.
Nice.
Let me get your opinion on this one. Who do you think is getting future endeavored?
That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Because obviously, I think we know that there's going to be a few surprises in there.
You know, it's not Zack Ryder because he's not there no more.
You know what? I kind of want to say Braun Strowman.
Bounce?
I don't know. I kind of want to say
his girl's about to get a big push.
Yeah, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, he ain't doing shit but eating catering, bro.
They've tried, you know, they've tried with him a lot. I mean, I think he got injured again. You know, they've tried with him. You know, I mean, we could look at some of the people that I think are reasonable suspects. You know, Karrion Kross.
They even gave him a haircut.
Yeah. But Karrion Kross seems like, I don't know. Karrion Kross is, I think he's out of that. I think he's out of there because they're giving him something to do with AJ steadily. They're giving him shit to do. Like they're keeping him on TV. So if they're going to release somebody, I think they're going to release somebody who lost a feud, right? That they can reasonably leave, or somebody who hasn't been on TV in a very long time. You know, who's another guy that I think I would not be, Drew Gulak. I would not be surprised if Drew Gulak gets released.
Kick rocks guy.
When's the last time you've seen him? You know, like I think he was doing something in NXT, and the dude's a tremendous wrestler. He's fantastic, but
you can't feed
happens,
the world,
bro.
Pat. You can't feed the world.
Well, I don't think it's so much a matter of feeding the world. I just think it's a matter of, you know, they don't have something for everybody. You know what I mean? And if they don't have something for you, what the fuck are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? It's like Billy D. Williams showing up at fucking A New Hope and being like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" And they're like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" I'm gonna be in the next movie, and they're like, "Yeah, but we ain't on the next movie yet. So what the fuck are you doing here?" All right. Well, I'm gonna go. All right, Lando, whatever. And then they get to the second movie. Okay. Oh shit, they got a spot for Lando. But now the Ewoks show up, and they're like, "Yo, what the fuck's going on, man?" And then one of them gets froggy and goes and makes cocaine Ewok. You know, so you know they don't have something for somebody. That's what I'm trying to get to. That they don't have something for them.
You think they might be getting rid of who's that tag team chick, Sonya Deville?
No.
She's prone to get hurt, and everything she's ever in, it just flops.
It happens, but yo, she's a good employee. She took every role that they gave her, and she made it work. You know, when she had to be an asshole with that authority figure thing,
I hated that shit.
But that was the point. They wanted you to fucking hate her, and it worked. Yeah. And more importantly, I think she has a good attitude, and she just got over with fucking Chelsea. So, you know, you have a potential storyline down the line where Chelsea could keep, you know, having fucking her and Piper Niven or her.
Why'd you give my tag belt away?
Yeah. And they could do some shit where like, yo, she comes back, you know, and that's good for Chelsea. And Chelsea is a good enough character and good enough at the character work where she could carry that shit for a while. So I don't think they're going to release her. I'm trying to think of somebody else that hasn't been on TV in I mean, Johnny Gargano, he could be one, but I feel like they're teasing something with him and Ciampa.
Again? How many times are these two guys? That's like Godzilla and King Kong.
I mean,
holy shit, bro. They fought almost every year.
They didn't necessarily tease a feud, but they teased something, you know, whether it's a tag team or whether it's you know, a feud between both of them one-on-one. We don't know.
They got the forever beef.
Yeah. It's like Sammy and Kevin. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's on site, but then until they become best friends. But they were actually a great tag team together, though. Those guys, DIY was actually really talented, man. And both of those guys individually are very talented as well. So, but again, it's not about the talent. The talent's not the question. It's just, what do they have for you as a character to help you get over on this program? You know what I'm saying? Because the skills, the wrestling skills, all that shit's there. Look at Chad Gable. Chad Gable, that shit's been there forever. Anybody who's watched Chad
Oh, they need
Gable,
to get rid of that fat dude, man.
No, he's good. He's a good part of the package. He's a good part of the package.
It's a waste of a package.
He's hilarious. I think Maxine and him are hilarious.
Even Timothy said that match is getting old real fast. Ciampa and Gargano.
Oh well, Ciampa and Gargano, that's been forever. But like you look at Chad Gable. This is a dude that like finally has something on TV. Got the shoosh thing over, got the thank you thing over. Like they added the girl. They had Otis do the comedy shtick. Now it's taken a guy who's very talented, who's a smaller guy but has a great physique, and it's putting him on TV regularly. I mean, he had a great match with Gunther. I loved it. They went to the count out. You keep that feud going. Those two guys, they could keep it going. Gunther's super legit. Chad Gable's as legit as it gets.
I got a guy for you.
But that's what those smaller guys need. That's what a guy like Gargano needs. That's what like a guy like Ciampa needs. They need that. Like if he could replicate something like The Way. Remember The Way in NXT? If Johnny Gargano could replicate something like that on the main roster, through his character work, he can get himself over big with a bigger audience. But the wrestling fans, the hardcore wrestling fans, are the ones that know how good he is.
I got something for you. PBR.
Sure.
McIntyre.
Nah. Because they
said he didn't sign yet. He's still just like going.
He's fine. They wouldn't bring him back to TV if that wasn't the case. He just started something. So
Vince don't do handshake deals no more because of Lex Luger.
No. No. Yeah, Timothy, I hope Gable becomes the IC champ. I think he would be excellent. He's, again, an underrated wrestler for quite some time, has excelled in any role they've put him in, whether it's as a tag wrestler.
He should have been the next
singles
Kurt
competitor. Dude, yeah. I mean, he's a smaller guy, but I mean, again, dude, you look at that guy, man, his physique, he's got some size to him, like him and Gunther was a great matchup. And, obviously we have heard a long time ago that Triple H wanted to break the Intercontinental Championship reign record. He wanted Gunther to beat the Honky Tonk Man's record. We're certainly on the way to doing that. But I think once he does that, that's when we might see him drop the title. So,
Maxi Gunther.
And I hope by then Chad Gable is figured into the equation because again, he's fantastic.
All right, well, let's get into the main topic here today, Pat. Main topic.
By the way, folks, if any of you think or have a wrestler that you think might be released with these upcoming cuts that are coming on September 1st, feel free to drop them in the chat. Throw them in on our social media pages. We love to talk about this stuff. We love to hear what you're thinking out there.
Yeah, sweet, man. We should start a segment up. What do the fans want to hear?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Drop questions in our IG page, man.
Interaction, man.
We'll talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. We'll throw a little segment in there for you guys, man. But the main topic today: Are we in?
Are we
for all in?
I'm in a room right now. I know that.
Are you in a room, right? I'm all in here.
You're all in. We're all indoors. Yeah. Okay. Are we all in? That's a good question, D.
I mean, you said you're the only person I know besides Classy L that's gonna see this show.
Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna watch it because of its historical significance. Okay. Because this does mean something for the business. It does mean something for wrestling. It's somebody outside of WWE having a stadium show in another country.
Can you even call that a stadium? Is that like
Wembley Stadium? That's the national stadium of.
I was gonna think isn't there a bigger name for that, or like a bigger name?
No. Wembley Stadium is the national stadium. So like when the English national team, the men or the women, have a game, and they can have it in England, it's at that stadium because that's the national stadium. That's the stadium. That is the place to be. Yeah. Tottenham Stadium's pretty nice too, I gotta say.
And this is brand new, right? It's brand new.
Spurs though, but yeah, I gotta say that. I gotta say that they do have a nice stadium. But this stadium, the Spurs Stadium, is brand new. But the Wembley Stadium, it's been around for a bit now. It's a big place. But again, getting back to what I was saying, the historical significance of this show is the reason why I'm watching. The card, I gotta be honest, I'm not into it. I'm really not. There's nothing that really jumps out at me. The only thing that I think.
Daniel Bryan's gonna be there.
No. He's injured. If anything, he might appear, but I don't. But I don't suspect him to wrestle. Before his injury, though, he was being.
He break his arm or something
in.
like that, or fractured his arm.
He broke his forearm in the match against Okada.
Dude, this guy always gets hurt, bro.
Well, he's older now, dude. You know what I'm saying? This guy, I mean, he was fucking indestructible years ago, but he's fucking older, you know? And, you know, he's a guy that is a workhorse, has been around for such a fucking long time. Somebody that, you know, all the boys respect, all the girls respect, and he's a dude who's giving back to the business. It's great to see him in these kind of matches now. I think that he has a great pulse and understanding for what his fans want to see him doing. That's something that I think he's had his entire carear. Yeah. And you look at this situation.
Well, I'm sorry,
it's really
hold on.
No different.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
He had him answer that for you.
Yes. But yeah, man. I mean, I'm not really into it. Like I said, I'm not really into it. If Edge shows up, that'll be cool. But even then, you know, I'm just still not into the card. I don't know. I don't feel like there's enough interest for me to really want to watch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, we could even go through the matches, you know, I mean, and it's like you look at it, and most of the stuff they kind of just came up with a couple of weeks ago.
On the fly, bro. On the fly.
There was really, I think in Khan's case here, there was not a lot of good build going into it. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I understand sometimes that these things happen in wrestling, right? You know, sometimes the build for matches doesn't really happen as quickly as it could or as quickly as it should. It's not as organic as maybe it could be.
Yeah.
And you know, some matches just get put together last minute. You know, some matches they wait till the last minute because of anticipation or storytelling. But all of these matches are not really incredibly exciting matches for the people involved. CM Punk versus Samoa Joe.
Oh, he's on the card?
Rival. Yeah, they're taking on each other for
Timothy
the real world title.
Timothy thinks CM Punk needs to be kicked out of AEW.
I mean, look, you know, that is certainly one way to look at it. I think for AEW fans and for wrestling fans, there's a lot of people that are very divided in their opinion of CM Punk. I think CM Punk is a star. Wherever he goes, he's going to be relevant. He's going to get people to look at him. He's certainly not the guy that he used to be, I would say, back in 2011, 2012, as far as like his performances in ring. He's a great psychology-based wrestler and storyteller. But I'm just really tired of hearing about the beef. And I want to see it result in something. I want to see a fucking match. I want to see a payoff. Samoa Joe versus CM Punk for the Real World Championship. I don't want to see that.
What's the Real World? What's the Real World Championship? I'm not in tune with AEW.
It's the AEW title that he spray painted the X over.
Oh,
he's referring to that as the Real World Championship because he never got pinned or submitted for that championship. So because of that, he refers to it as such.
Didn't the E do that? Didn't the E do that?
No, I think Hogan did that. Hogan was.
No, I'm talking about just saying the Real World Champion. Who did that?
Yeah. That was when Ric Flair came over. Yeah, with the big gold belt.
Rehashing shit. I like that rehashing.
Yeah, well,
they suck, but we'll rehash their shit.
It's AEW, man. What do you expect? But I just think that, I just really think that it's a lackluster match for a guy like CM Punk. I want to see him in there with the Elite. I want to see him in there with Kenny Omega.
That ain't happening,
I want to see them in there with Hangman. But that's the problem, D. The fact that's not happening. The fact that that's not happening is a problem.
You're thinking like a smart person who owns a fucking business and wants to make a fucking billion instead of $1 million.
Yeah.
I
get it, man. I understand sometimes it's difficult to put people together, to get them in the ring to work because their differences are so huge. But at the end of the day, man, you gotta go in there and you gotta try and have the best matches, the biggest matches possible with the best people possible to make the most money to help everybody. You know what I'm saying? No. Because if your main eventer doesn't want to work with this other guy, doesn't want to work with this guy, doesn't want to work with that guy, and all your main eventers are fucking divided, what are you gonna do? And again, it's my understanding that part of the locker room is alienated. We've heard reports about Matt Hardy and Christopher Daniels and Ryan Nemeth and a bunch of other wrestlers that are cool with the Young Bucks that aren't allowed at Collision. It's fucking silly. Like, come on, man. I don't want to hear about the dirt sheet shit anymore. I want to see a fucking match. I am tired to death about talking about this shit. It's corny.
I want
a fucking match.
I want to hear your opinion. I'm gonna throw out the card matches. I want to hear your opinion.
Let's do it.
I want to hear your opinion on this. We'll start from the bottom. Aussie opening versus MJF and Adam Cole for the ROH tag team titles.
Oh boy.
Waste of time.
I think this is a match to get people to watch the beginning of the show, which is it's kind of a smart thing for Tony Khan to do, I gotta say. But I mean, like, okay, if Cole and MJF win the tag titles, now what? What are they gonna go to Ring of Honor to fucking defend it? No, they're gonna fucking defend it on Dynamite. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's the same building, just different fucking draping.
Exactly. So it's like I don't know, dude.
Some other companies, get a different building.
They're really pushing the Friends thing hard with them, and there's gonna be a betrayal.
What is this, a Jericho fucking Kevin Owens thing again?
I don't know. I think
rehash. Do I hear a rehash?
A lot of people think it's going to be Adam Cole that's going to turn on him, and it's going to turn MJF face, right?
Hey, bang.
That's conventional thinking, for most fans. But I don't know, man. I'm just not interested in this match, man. Because again, it's like, even if they win and they break up, okay, now what? So, what I would like to see in this match is them lose to Aussie Open, and for them to for it to start to kind of boil over a little bit.
Well, I mean, they don't take a couple hours to boil over.
Right, which is good because now you're building anticipation for the main event.
What is this? The Mega Powers explode? What's going on here?
I mean, it's the AEW equivalent, so yeah.
Timmy says MJF and Cole win. He's got his money on them.
They could. I mean, but I don't know, that main event, man. That main event is just unless they turn MJF face, man, like it
doesn't sound like you're all in.
I don't know.
We already talked about the Punk match. Next one, the Swerve Strickland and AR Fox. I don't know who the fuck that is. Versus Sting and Darby Allin in a coffin match. Undertaker style? I thought Taker only did coffin matches.
AR Fox is one of the best flyers ever, bro. That
Never
dude,
heard of him.
He's amazing because he's been on the indies forever. He's a guy that I don't think has really gotten the kind of recognition that he deserves. And I like him and Swerve Strickland together. I think they're both really, really talented guys. I think they need to get rid of everybody else. I think if it's
Swerve,
just those two,
Swerve, I talk shit on WWE Strickland. That's what I'm calling him now.
Yeah, but they all do it. They got to do it. They got to appeal to their fan base. Like,
it's stupid.
I mean, that would be like us coming on here saying it's a fucking wrestling show and we start talking about cricket. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just can't. I can't.
Oh, we got here. Next one, John Moxley, Claudio, Wheeler Yuta, and 3TBA. What the fuck that is? Versus Eddie Kingston, Lucha Bros, Orange Cassidy, and Best Friends.
3 to be announced.
Oh, okay. I'm like 3TBA. I'm fucking
3
dope,
TBA,
bro.
Yeah. That's the name of the tag team. 3TBA. Sound like a shit boy band.
Oh shit! Wait, 3MB? Rehash. Rehash.
I don't know. They'll probably get like House of Black or something if they don't have a match already. Because they do need a heel team in that spot. So I think they would be kind of good in there.
I think that's a fucking waste, that whole fucking thing. And John Moxley, dude, I'm sorry.
But it's a hardcore match, though. It suits. Okay, I'll meet you in the middle here at least. All right.
Sounds like you're all in. I don't know.
I think John Moxley could be doing more. Okay, I'll say that.
He should be in the heavyweight title picture all the time. He's supposed to be the heavyweight guy.
He could be doing more, but I think he wants to do his hardcore shit and he wants to work with his buddies. And at the end of the day, I think Tony Khan needs John Moxley to do something else. He needs them to do something else.
Yeah, stop cutting your fucking forehead like Dusty Rhodes and the boys, bro. And fucking Jesus.
That's what he wanted to do, man. That's what he left the E for,
He wants to have a Swiss cheese forehead like Ric Flair.
He wants to look like Abdullah the Butcher, So I mean,
Jesus Christ.
Whatever, man. But a portion of their audience likes the hardcore stuff. Yeah. It's I believe a Wembley Stadium Stampede match. So,
yes.
So you know they're gonna go a little crazy. They're gonna go a little extra. It's their big show. Whatever, man. Hey, man. It's what their audience likes. I mean, you know,
I really want to love it. I do, because I'm a wrestling fan. I really do. I can't.
And by the way, John Moxley, you wouldn't have a John Moxley if it wasn't for Terry Funk, because he definitely is a huge influence on Terry Funk.
You wouldn't have a John Moxley
John Moxley. I'm sorry, Terry Funk is a huge influence on John Moxley.
You wouldn't have a John Moxley if he never went to WWE and made a name for himself around the world.
Perhaps, yeah.
You know,
yeah. I'd say that's reasonable. You know, Dean Ambrose, whatever he's doing, he's John he's the John Moxley with hair that left.
No,
you know, the long hair.
And
this is, you know,
and we got your favorite here, bro. Who, mind you, he's gonna play Judas in the intro with his band. Chris Jericho versus Will Ospreay. He's introing his own band. I mean, he's introing his own intro. You know, he's playing his band coming out. I never heard of that before. What's he gonna do? Drop the mic and then come running in the ring, or?
I'm jealous.
Fucking Jericho, man.
I'm jealous. That's I'm not gonna front. That's always been a dream of mine, to play with my band and then walk to the ring to wrestle. Good for him. But I'm not interested in this match in the least. Ospreay's got to go over. Come on, you know, this is a good rub for the kid.
I think Jericho's gonna be like, that doesn't work for me, brother.
Spot on the card, man.
It doesn't work for me, brother.
No, dude, come on, man. If he put over fucking Action Andretti, he's gonna put over fucking Will Ospreay. Come on.
Well, he put over, what's his name, Fandango.
Fandango Dango? Yo, Fandango's a man, dude. I love Dirty Dango, dude. This whole character work that he's been doing recently has been fucking great. Timothy here, he chimed in with,
he thinks the whole he thinks they're all gonna sing the song.
He's absolutely right, Timothy. You're absolutely right. They are gonna all sing Judas. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great moment for their fans, for the people that like.
Is Judah gonna go metal signs for Judas?
He is not a fan of AEW.
He's smart kid, man. Smart kid.
You know, he nor his sister are not fans in the least. And I asked them why, and they said it doesn't feel important, Dad.
Well, we know where they're going, and it's not AEW.
Yeah. Well, that's if they choose to. You know, I'm encouraging them to go to college, become engineers. Don't get into
that's dad talk.
Don't get into wrestling. Don't get into the gypsy life. You know.
That's dad talk right there.
Get out of the gypsy life, kid. Daddy's still in it. He's still halfway in it.
You can team up with them, man. Imagine that.
We're doing gypsy work now, you know, while we're on this program.
Now we got the next match. Kenny Omega, Hangman Adam Page, and Kota Ibushi versus Jay White, Juice Robinson, and Kansuki Takasaki. What is it?
Kansuki Takeshita.
Tatsuki Takeshita.
There you go. Kansuki Takeshita. Man, this is another matchup that I'm looking at that I'm just like,
has no feel.
Why isn't Kenny Omega teaming with the Young Bucks? Or why aren't they doing like a 4-man, right?
Why isn't Kenny Omega in the heavyweight picture?
Well, it should be Kenny and the Bucks against CM Punk and FTR. That's it. That's what it should be. That is what it should be. And because they cannot get Kenny and Punk to work together, or Hangman and Punk to work together,
just say you can't get the elite to work with
fucking guys are having like they're having these fucking senseless matches. These are cold matches.
This sounds like just like room booking, like you would call it, like, you know, toy booking.
It's
fantasy
like house
booking.
show. This is house show shit. You know, this is like you know you're
and this is your WrestleMania. This is their WrestleMania.
This is their big moment.
Don't feel like a fucking big card, bro.
It does not feel like a big card at all. It doesn't.
There you go. Timmy got you right here, bro. What if Goldberg shows up?
I mean,
think Goldberg's gonna show up?
Good for Goldberg. Go collect a paycheck, man, and go fucking, I don't know, spear Darby Allin. You know, I don't know. It just it doesn't feel terribly important, and all of their big stars or all their most talented guys are in cold fucking matches that anyone outside of their fucking hardcore audience does not care about.
Kenny,
straight up.
Kenny and Moxley should be in the heavyweight picture.
They could. All right, that's reasonable. That's reasonable. But I mean, D, you still have a lot of like the backlash from last year, right? From last year's All Out, from Brawl Out, if you will. You have not had a payoff for any of that. You've ignored it. You've tiptoed around it.
Can we call this the curse of Cody Rhodes?
I mean, I guess
you're getting fucked because this is the curse of Cody Rhodes is now shadowing over you, like a dark cloud.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I think Tony Khan feels silly about that. Feels silly about letting him go. I think Tony Khan feels like he might have fucked that up.
Well, he fucked up
because
time.
he sees how Cody's being used. But there's also another variable we have to consider, that maybe Cody just wanted to leave. Personal issue aside, maybe he just wanted to change. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But there's a part of me that thinks that if Tony Khan really wanted to keep Cody Rhodes,
could have broke the bank.
He could have broke the bank. He could have kept him. You make him an offer he can't refuse, and that's it. You have him come back to AEW, and he finishes the story there. But now he's somewhere else trying to finish the story.
Finish the real story.
Finish the story.
Now we got a Hikaru Shida.
Hikaru Shida.
There you go. Hikaru Shida. Thank you, teacher.
No problem.
Versus Saraya versus Tony Storm versus Dr. Britt Baker. What the fuck, dude? Saraya can't wrestle. Telling me that neck injury of hers, she's not doing what Edge does.
She's English. She's fucking English. What are you gonna do? You're gonna put her on the side? You're gonna have her come out as a host? A valet or some shit, or a fucking manager? Ringside.
You think she's gonna? It's her hometown. You think she's winning?
She could. It's Tony Khan. He likes to do that. He likes to put over the baby faces in their hometown.
And if she don't take a real bump, how the hell is it gonna look real?
I don't know, dude. It's a tough one to say, because this match actually might be the only match that I'm like, okay, this kind of makes sense. Like, this actually makes sense. And this is kind of basically been all about their TV angles that they've been doing with all these women. You know what I'm saying? With the Outcast and fucking Britt Baker having beef, and Hikaru Shida being gone, her coming back, beating Tony for the title.
Where's my girl, bro? Where's my girl, bro?
Who?
Where's my girl, bro?
Who's your girl?
Mexico's finest.
Oh, Ponderosa? Thunder Rosa?
Where the fuck is my girl, bro?
I don't know. That's a good question.
One of the greatest female wrestlers they got. Where's Thunder Rosa?
She's I don't know. I think there's a lot more than meets the eye there. That's all I'm saying. But I think this match.
Who do you think's gonna win, Sammy? Who do you think's gonna win? Saraya, aka Paige, Britt Baker.
It's tough because Saraya could win because she's in England. Tony Storm could win because she wins her title back, and Tony Storm's been having some of the best character work on fucking TV lately, man. She's been excellent with like this fucking 1950s movie star thing she's been doing, this fucking Sunset Boulevard shit. Fucking fantastic, man. She's been killing it. And then you got Britt Baker, who's been out of the title picture for so long that you could put the title back on her, and it wouldn't be horrible. And then Shida could retain, and it wouldn't be bad. So you could go in any direction with this match realistically, and it'll be huge. But you might be right, D, because I'm inclined to believe that Tony Khan is gonna give Saraya her WrestleMania moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's gonna give her big moment at the stadium in England that she could have gotten with the E. Timothy Brown.
He doesn't agree. He thinks Tony Storm's gonna take it.
Tony Storm could take it, and I wouldn't hate it. I think it would be great because, again, she's been doing a lot of great character work recently.
You wouldn't be a Jamie hater?
But no, but I also don't think she needs it. I don't think Saraya needs it either. But I think there being beef in that group is interesting. Britt getting it back wouldn't be the worst thing in the world because she hasn't had it in forever, and Sheeta retaining wouldn't be bad. So
You know
this
what I
match
would
could
think?
go either way, but this match makes sense, and it's not fucking cold. It's
They
not
need
cold.
they need to have
And
Thunder
that's-
Rosa come out and smack somebody with a chair.
But that's another thing too, yo. You know, I think it's a similar issue there where Thunder Rosa and fucking Britt Baker don't want to work together. You know, so you can't get her involved in any type of equation because you don't know. You could also get Jade involved, but I don't know about Jade coming back, man. Rumors about Jade leaving, so
No.
and Jade's a chick that could call her own shot right now because if she goes knocking on WWE's door, they're gonna be like, come on in,
Welcome.
roll out the red carpet, put your feet up, you know, like
You
she
got a
can get
belt
whatever the
waiting
fuck
for
she
you,
wants.
sweetheart.
Dude, just imagine her against Rhea. Just that visual alone. Come on, man. That's money, bro.
WrestleMania
Fucking
right there, bro.
That's money, bro. That's money. So it's a tricky situation, but it seems like there's a lot of issues with immaturity, with unprofessionalism in AEW in that regard, where people can't get past their bullshit and just do their job. Just do your fucking job, bro. Do your fucking job. You know? Everybody's trying to put in their part to make this shit better than what it is.
Speaking of jobs here, bro. Next match up. I don't know how this is fucking happening, you know, since somebody's got a trigger finger. You know, traffic fucking heat. Jesus Christ, bro. FTR versus the Young Bucks for the AEW World Tag Team titles. Are they letting him in England, bro? Maybe he might fucking, you know, get a little road rage over there.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine. They would have announced something by now if that was the case, and I don't think
Better
they
get
will
Ubers?
because it's not. You know, they would have made a you know another call. For me, I mean, I think that this match was inevitable for FTR because they've beaten everybody else in the division and all that stuff, and anybody that looked like they had potential to beat them for the titles, they've beaten already.
Yeah.
The Young Bucks were really, to me, the only team left that they kind of had to circle back to. And the match makes sense. You know, it is a big match for them. But I don't know. I think it has potential to be match of the night. I'm assuming these belts are like interchangeable between Collision and Dynamite. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think they have brand specific titles yet, but this match, you know, it's another one, could go either way. FTR could win. The Young Bucks could win.
Are you invested in this match?
I'm interested, but I'm not invested. But I mean, if the Young Bucks win, I would think that would be the best call to make, personally, in my opinion. I think the Young Bucks are better.
Okay. Who do you think? Your professional opinion.
It's tough. It's very, very tough because, again, Tony Khan is not like an ordinary booker.
You got the guys who should win it, and you got the ass kisses.
Yeah, but who's the ass kisser?
Oh, you know who the ass kissers are,
Who's
dog.
the guys? Who's the guys that should win it? For me, I mean, like I said, I like the Young Bucks more personally. I think FTR is great at what they do, and I think fundamentally they're a better tag team than the Young Bucks. Like, as far as it goes,
I think the Young Bucks are AEW's heart foundation of the 80s.
The Young Bucks are more like they're rockers and Hardy Boys.
There we go. I forgot about that. There we go.
Like that's what they are. But the Young Bucks to me are very cool with what they do. There's something interesting to them. They're more interesting to me.
Super Kick Party.
Than the FTR. You know, the FTR, they're just, you know, very boring in my opinion as personalities. Like, they're boring, but they're fucking amazing wrestlers in the ring. And I think that those four guys,
you could be great. You could be great at what you do, still not have the it factor.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You know? Look, the business is filled with people that are like that too, and they become successful too.
Braun Strowman.
Well, Braun Strowman I think is a lot more exciting as a character, but than the FTR. But
he doesn't have the it factor, just like FTR.
Yeah. But the FTR, I think, and the Young Bucks, I think they're gonna have a great match, and this has potential to be match of the night. It does. It has potential to be match of the night because I think those four guys understand what this means, not only to their company, but to wrestling, you know, and how it can impact future generations of younger wrestlers that want to get into wrestling. So, I'm interested. But yeah, But yeah, I think they're gonna put in a shift, and I think they're gonna deliver the match of the night, in my opinion.
Okay. And now, last match, we have not the real world champion, the AEW world champion, MJF, versus Adam Cole, who are having a tag team championship match in the beginning versus the ROH tag team champions.
Yeah. Adam Cole, baby.
Hey, baby. Hey, baby.
Well, MJF's had the title for a while. I think
his title run is very what do you guys say? It's very lackluster.
Yes. It's been lackluster. I'll say this much from a wrestling perspective. He's had great matches with Cole and MJF as champion. I mean, not MJF. I'm sorry. Bryan Danielson.
Aren't those the only two?
No. MJF. I'm talking about MJF.
No. I'm saying those are the only two guys. Those are the only two guys I know off the dome that he defended against.
Yeah, I would have to care more in order to really know that and be a fucking nerd about it. But
yes.
But those are the ones that stick out. Those are the ones that I watch.
That wasn't even a button I wanted to push, bro. That was just like fucking the world, like the universe made me do that one.
Yeah, you know, works in mysterious ways. But I think I think it's been kind of lackluster. I think it should have been better. I think he should have turned face initially when he first got the belt and stuff, because that's where they were headed with him. But because of the Punk thing, everything kind of got altered. I gotta think that Cole's gonna win the title because we don't know how much.
Was he like $150?
You know what though, dude? Look, at the end of the day, the guy's a very talented guy between the ropes, and for that audience,
it's like me winning the fucking AEW world title, bro.
But he works though. He works for that audience. He does. He's undersized, no fucking doubt. Good night, Timothy Brown. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for chiming in with your thoughts, and we look forward to you coming back and giving us more shit to talk about.
Yep.
But you know, I think with Adam Cole, he's a small guy, no doubt, and everybody knows that. But the guy's really talented in the ring, and he's great for that.
I mean, Daniel Bryan's bigger than him, dude.
He is. But you know,
and he's small.
Yeah. But I mean, there's a huge difference because Bryan Danielson always worked like a smaller guy. Adam Cole works like a bigger guy. You know, like he doesn't really do like Danielson.
His body don't match his ego.
Well, you know, yeah, exactly. Like what he does scientifically makes sense. You know, when he sweeps your leg out and he works on your leg and he picks it apart, or he gets beat up until he gets an opportunity to drop kick you in the knee or fucking take your injury and use it against you. That's intelligent. That's common sense. That's stuff that realistically you think you could be like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Adam Cole does a lot of shit that to me doesn't really make sense for the guy with his look, you know, but talented dude, can talk. He's over with that crowd. Makes sense. I think his window is not as big maybe as it once was for him to be in the business. And I think Tony Khan's going to want to put the title on him there.
You think his boys are going to come in, Fish and the boys?
Help him out? No, not Fish. I don't think Fish is coming back. It's going to be Kingdom and Roddy Strong. So, you know, so it's going to be those guys. And they're going to come out and they're going to fucking turn on him. And, you know, either that or they bring back O'Reilly. I don't know. There's a million different ways they could go with it. But I just think that Cole's gonna win the title. I think Cole needs to win the title because his window's a lot smaller.
Yeah, they need to change.
It's a nice moment for them. They've done a lot of character work building him up with the AEW All Access program, with all the sympathetic stuff that's gone on with him. You know, like they know what they're doing with him in that sense. He needs to win here. He needs to go over. And I think he needs to get a run, and I think they need to turn on MJF and turn MJF face.
They need it
because he's a fucking face, basically.
They need a change. They need a change of face, bro, in that fucking division, man. Because this MJF, bro, is fucking boring as fucking me looking at my cat shit in the fucking litter box.
It's look, man. He is like I said. He's really good at what he does for them. His position, his role in the company, he fucking
making people yawn.
He's nah, man. He keeps
he
them
wants
engaged.
He wants to go on
that audience, man. You got to say it. MJF engages that audience. The shtick might be tired. Yes, I can at least admit that. But at the end of the day, the dude knows what he's doing, and he's a pro. And you could put him at any spot on the fucking card. Opening match, you could have him fucking working some other guy, some undercard shit. He's gonna stand out. and he's always going to deliver, and he's going to do it in a way that he's going to keep the crowd engaged. That dude's fucking talented. You know what I'm saying? But his reign as champion has not been exciting. Yes, I'll admit that. And they do need the change there. And I think turning him face, having Adam Cole turn on him, having that group come and fucking help him, I think that and now MJF has to go and try and look for help in the locker room, the same locker room that he shit on, that he talked crap on. That's interesting character shit that you could see there. You know, that's cool stuff that they could do with him.
You think hey bye?
I think Cole goes over. I think it's, you know, it's, to me, it's the thing that makes the most sense. Plus, you could do Punk against Cole, you know, and that's another thing that I think their audience will really, really buy while those two guys. So
Cole's not down with the elite guys. He's not an elite dude, or
I think Adam Cole is a dude that's liked by everybody and respected by everybody. He is an elite guy because he was with the Young Bucks and they you know, they were part of a fucking clique.
Well, they brought him in. That's right.
I think they were in the Bullet Club together and they had another stable together. I think it was called Mount Rushmore or some shit in PWG, but I think Steen was in it. But you know,
yeah, Steen was in it. Yep.
Them dudes, like, yo, like Adam Cole's a dude that's liked by everybody because he just goes there, you don't fuck with nobody, he does his job, you know. But I think that they need to put the title on him, and I think if they put the title on him, it's a good way to turn MJF face. It's a good way to turn him heel and to let him have a run. Because, again, I think with his health issues, nothing's really guaranteed for a long period of time. And you want to maximize what you have with him while you have him. So
Adam
makes
Cole.
A lot of fucking sense. I think Cole goes over.
All right. I like that. I got one more, not the main topic. This was the main topic. One more topic for you, bro. One more topic for you, man.
Sure.
MJF tweeted Impulsive while drinking a prime drink. He said he would love to be on their podcast and talk wrestling and stuff like that. Do you think that's ever going to happen? You think Vince has control over who goes on Impulsive?
I don't think so. I think his contract is a little bit different in that regard. I'm sure they have some input. I'm sure that there's, you know, certain things they might not want them to talk about. But I mean, you know, it's a fucking podcast. You know, it's no different than any other podcast that's associated with the company and what they're doing. So I think that it's a smart move by MJF. Again, it's a dude who understands the business. He wants to make shit interesting. He knows that he can kind of step around certain things to kind of do this. And it's
you think he hit the sweet spot when he was like, I'm drinking a prime drink while writing this to you?
I think he was doing it in character. I think he was trying to be humorous, you know, and I think he succeeded in that because he's good at that. But again, that's stuff that's good for wrestling, man. That's stuff that's good for wrestling. That's stuff that these young wrestling fans are going to fucking remember. This is going to be their, you know, Brian Pillman pulling out a fucking gun, you know, like this is going to be their shit. This is going to be like their little attitude era where, you know, they got guys from these other companies. And look, in retrospect, it's not going to be what the attitude era was. We all know that. But
Brian 9mm Pillman.
Yeah. That, I mean, dude, what an iconic fucking TV segment, man. Like, it's the balls on Vince, the GOAT, Vince the GOAT, to do that. Man. Like, mad tip of the cap to you. It's also Vince's birthday tomorrow too, as well.
That's right, and also a happy belated birthday to you, my friend.
Oh, thank you very much.
Happy belated birthday to you.
Much, Steve. Thank you to everybody who sent birthday wishes on social media, whether on my personal page or through. Which
they better not be they better not be going on your personal page.
You know, it's I think the
you let them slide for this one.
There's some on there that know that it's okay to communicate with me. So, but in all sincerity, I appreciate all the birthday wishes from everybody out there, and thanks a lot to the Work in the Marks Instagram page as well for wishing me happy birthday, and social media pages. And yeah, man, another trip around the sun. Glad to be back with you. I should have left a long time ago, right? What did I say, 50?
No, you said we are on 50.
We are on 50.
This is fucking scary, bro. You said 50.
Dum dum dum.
You know, I don't know, man. Fucking. Oh man.
You give me the fucking boot before I have a chance to quit.
And your future endeavors, man.
Cold blood. I'm getting future endeavored by Vince McFamcast. Oof. Yikes. That's a tough one.
You guys better fucking count your lucky stars, bro. If Patrick the PVR superstar comes back next week. This is fucking, he's going by week contract.
I'll be working without a contract. Yeah.
On a handshake deal.
Yeah, who knows, dude?
He's not Lex Luger, but I don't know.
I might take work in the marks somewhere else, Oof. I might take work in the marks somewhere. I might show up on somebody else's TV. I wish. But no, man, thanks so much, man, to everybody out there. I appreciate it. And, love bringing you more content here on Work in the Marks.
It's funny how 50 hit your birthday.
Yeah, right?
That's fucking wild. Eerie, dude.
It's like I timed it out,
Oof.
Yeah, dude, another trip around the sun. Looking forward to bringing more content here on Work in the Marks for everybody and Turnbuckle in Time. And folks, man, don't be strangers out there. Chime on in. We love the comments. We love to hear what people are thinking, and
he'll talk to you on Working the Marks
stuff. I will talk.
Go to the IG for Working the Marks.
I will talk through Working the Marks, but
yes,
my personal page, no, I'm not sending no fucking chain letters. I'm not doing any of that.
Word up, dude.
No,
word up.
Thank you. And I don't want to meet hot local MILFs in my area. Yeah. If I want to do that, I can do that on my own. I don't need your help. So.
Exactly. Well, Patrick, PVR superstar, Patty Rican, a.k.a. the fucking star of the show, here because he cares.
Thank you so much. Oh, by the way, I want to plug something real quick. Rocky Rock show tomorrow night.
Look it up.
Or, I'm sorry, Saturday night. Over at Crave 43. We're going to have a few of the bands. There's been a little bit of a shuffle of the card there. But it's my understanding that we're going to have the child actors doing a very special set.
Mm-hmm.
As you know, there's been some changes in the child actors, and we have some new personnel on board. You can check out
some scumbag or some shit, bro. He looks like a fucking scumbag.
Used to be a scumbag. I wish like a sign popped up or something, like with the guy's name on it. I don't know. I don't know who it could. I don't know who it could be. But,
he sounds like a doctor of the scumbags.
Might be, scumonomics, but yeah, no, definitely we'll be there along with Dignitary. I always botch these. Dignitary and
Palagra. I know Palagra. Is it Palagra?
And Palagra will be there headlining
Shout
as
out
well.
To Renee.
Yeah, it'll big shout outs to Renee, big wrestling fan as well. So I'm really looking forward to seeing Palagra.
Are you're gonna be there personally? You're gonna be there?
Yeah, I'll be kind of like quasi hosting it and stuff like that. So that'll be kind of fun. And yeah, man, I'll be performing there as well. I'll probably be there with some of the other child actors, and we'll be doing something kind of interesting. So come on down. If you're not doing anything, I believe the tickets are 15 or 20 at the door, if I'm not mistaken, and it's over at Crave 43 on 43rd Street. And
don't try to sweet talk Rocky Rock, bro. She don't go for that shit.
She will punch you in the face with brass knuckles. She is a firecracker.
I think she's Puerto Rican.
She's half Puerto Rican.
Yeah, that's where the firecrackiness comes from.
You do not F around with her. Okay. So, but yeah, come on out and check it out, folks. And again, hit us up on social media. Dee, thank you so much for having me. Can I close it out? Can I do the line?
Go ahead, bro.
All right. Well, folks, check out Dee. He's going to be on App from the Dungeon podcast. You can check him out there. Tons and tons of great material and tons of stuff coming out of there, as well as a lot of the other shows that are here on Famcast Media, including Muscle of Wrestling, Pigs Radio. What is it? What's the other one? Whatever we're feeling.
Whatever we're feeling. Radio. We got a Fool podcast on there. Yeah, a bunch of guys, man. We got Rat Talk coming back. We got a bunch of stuff, man.
A lot of talent here on Famcast Media, man. And thank you so much to everybody for tuning in, giving us your support. Sharing is caring, folks. And hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and yeah, basically, thank you so much for all your support. He is Dee Rotten. I am Patty Rican, the star of the show. I'm here because I care. And every week here on Famcast Media, we are working the marks. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Deuces.
Famcast Media.